welcome to another episode of the Sacco Way. My name is Nina Shaban, your host as usual. And this particular episode is pretty much exciting because we are talking about Nation DT Sacco, success stories from Nation DT Sacco, a Sacco that I am a member, proudly a member. So we are going to have a sit down with one Eps3 Gashagwi. Eps3 is the owner of Lalani School, as you can see, but guess what? She used to be in the media houses, not one, not two, not three, not four. She actually says 5 of them. So how did she transition from working in a media house to now owning a school? Now, 2020, she only started off with 2 students, and now she is at a student number 341. Her story is one that we all want to hear. So follow me. Let's go in and have a chat with her. So from the world of media to now owning a school, how did we get here?
Wow, if I had $1 every time somebody asked me that, why a school? First of all, I think I would say I've been very passionate about kids, considering my very first job in media, journalist by the way, my first job was working with children. Okay. Yes, like the first program on MTV, children's program, Generation 3. I was the producer, so you can tell, transition that into Teen Republic, which is also children-based. So I think I would relate that to my passion for working with children, and of course the other aspect of entrepreneurship. So of course I started doing a lot of benchmarking with a lot of kindergartens. I started thinking through where my kid went to school. He went to an only kindergarten school when he was at the age of kindergarten. Some school in, I think along Dennis Street. So I was thinking, I mean, that was a pretty good kindergarten. What if I brought that kind of a school at this place? And that is what I did. The reception at first, just like any business, was a bit slow because I started off with, I think, 2 children. Wow. In fact, my very good friend who's a neighbor was the only parent who had promised me, Betty, just get started. Once you get started, at least I can guarantee you the child 001, admission number 001 is guaranteed.
You fell in love with wanting to run a school.
Yes.
You saved for?
Not really. I didn't save. What had happened, I had a property. I had another piece of land in Sagana. So when I decided to start a school, I used to be one of those people who would never ever take a loan. You know the way people fear taking loans? So I used to be that person. Now, the biggest thing happened. I think this is where I would say I hit rock bottom at first. So when I had done my calculations, and I had told God, you know, by the time I'm getting to 12 learners, I want to quit my job. I had been told by a lot of school owners that if you're not there, it is almost impossible to grow a school. At that particular point, I resigned, and now I was serving my notice. Served notice. Finished my notice like today. 5 days later, shut down. COVID. Now at this particular point now I'm hopeless. I am rock bottom, financially, mentally, otherwise rock bottom. So now what happened when now there was an announcement for schools to be reopened. Now we're supposed to open the school. Again, opening the school needs finances. I didn't have anything. So luckily, Nation Sacco, he wasn't the CEO at the time, but a friend of mine, now I think the current CEO of Nation Sacco.
Mr. Morris.
Yes, Mr. Morris. I talked to him about my troubles, and he was like, Betty, you're doing a good thing. Why don't you come to the Sacco and we can help you. How much are your savings? Luckily for me, I had started saving way back when I joined the Sacco, that was around 2006. I remember I used to contribute 2,000 bob. That was the minimum contribution at the time. Of course, over time, I increased my savings over time. Okay. So of course, by the time now I'm going back, remember even when I moved, a lot of people leave the Sacco. When they leave Nation Media Group, I never left the Sacco. You held on. I was very comfortable with Nation Sacco. Okay. I was very comfortable, that's number one. And I think I would thank God because I think I do have financial discipline. Then I took my loan. So with that loan, I was able now to recruit teachers. I was able to repaint the facilities, make them afresh again, and at least to have finances to start running the school. Do you know why I'm still with the Sacco? Honestly, It's how quickly they can process a loan for you. I think I have 3 facilities with the Sacco currently as we speak for the support of the school. I have never stepped my foot in the Sacco to go and apply for the loan. Because first of all, I find their customer service it's excellent, because we'll just talk on phone, we'll do emails, they'll send me over the loan application form, I sign the forms, I scan with a cam scanner, the one you have on your phone. I scan the phone, the form, the application form, I send it over.
That's it.
Within 2-3 days, the money is in the account. That's it.
He's a leading voice in communications and a proud Sacco member. Alfred Nganga, managing partner at Oxygen, shares why Nation DT Sacco remains his top choice.
My name is Alfred Nganga. I'm one of the partners at Oxygen Marketing Communications Limited. We started this company almost 10 years ago, so this year we'll be celebrating our 10th anniversary. It's been a very good decade and ride, supportive by many stakeholders, and one among those stakeholders has obviously been the Nation Sacco, and therefore we are happy to continue partnering with them. Oxygen Marketing Communications Limited is an integrated marketing communications firm, one of the biggest, fastest growing indigenous practices in this country and in this region, because we've just also opened in Tanzania. Saccos are remaining relevant largely because of also financial literacy. We have more people who are now aware, self-aware about the need for financial services, and they are looking for convenience and partnership. Now, maybe other players are not providing that convenience that Saccos are continuously providing, including the high level of relationship management that Saccos provide. The confidence that these Saccos can deliver against the members' demands and needs is what continues to drive their growth now and into the future. Anyone who is hesitating joining a Sacco does not know that it's the best kept secret that we have not provided to many people out there. So now the secret is out. Join a Sacco and watch the fruits of a Sacco. Of course, you need to check which Sacco you are joining, because there are many wayward sort of Saccos. But from where I sit, I do recommend Nation Sacco. It's a solid Sacco. I've watched it grow, and I've also grown with Nation Sacco. Top 3 factors before joining a Sacco. 1, their asset base. That's a very important thing to look at. How much leverage do they have in terms of funds? 2 is corporate governance. Are they really clear about their corporate governance? What kind of systems and infrastructure have they put to ensure that there is proper oversight? The 3rd thing would be how aggressive is a Sacco. You also want to be with a Sacco that is aggressive, that is growing every other day, and growth comes in many ways: rebranding, delivering new products and services, adopting technology, being an easy to access kind of a Sacco. Because again, if you look at Nation Sacco, they've got proper offices where you can walk in, have an audience with almost any official that you want to discuss anything with. Our future between Oxygen Marketing Communications and Nation DT Sacco is very bright. I think today we have a membership of around 80% of our staff. I think within no time, and as we continue to grow as a business, and Nation Sacco continues to grow as a financial solutions provider, we will continue to grow together.
Even as we continue to showcase the beneficiaries who are ultimately members of the Nation Sacco, it's important to note that Nation Sacco is now turning 50 years old. So we are going to have a small chat with the current CEO, that is Mr. Maurice Mutai, who's going to give us an insight of the journey thus far.
My name is Maurice Mutai Kirija, the Chief Executive Officer of Nation DT Sacco. This is my 2nd year as the Chief Executive Officer of Nation DT. I've worked for this company for the last 18 years, since 2008. I rose from a position of Assistant Accountant to rise to the position of CEO currently. The stability and strong liquidity position of Nation Sacco is not by chance. It's a delivery strategy. Backed by robust risk management framework, a well-diversified investment portfolio, and continuous optimization of operational efficiency on a daily basis. The credit uptake on Nation Sacco has been steady. Last year, we supported members' dreams to the tune of 0.5. This is attributable to a couple of reasons. One is the turnaround time that delivers when members come calling. Number two, the ease of access of credit facilities here. You realize that we've adopted a progressive approach where members are able to use alternative securities in place of the traditional guarantors. And this has opened a huge potential for members to be able to go for greater opportunities. Members now have the freedom to bring a title deed, to be able to use a logbook to secure a loan. This gives them the privacy that they desire.
I've never used a guarantor. My guarantor for my loans are usually my shares. So I have my shares, and then now I offer extra security like a title deed.
Currently, most of our members who are coming for us, up to 40%, are putting their money in real estate, whether commercial or residential. We've supported our members to go for rental properties. We've supported our members to go for home ownership, and I think it's taking up to 40%. In the past, we've been able to grant our members moratorium just to give them a breather as they try to reorganize themselves. And we've seen our members are very resilient. They have come back and in a strong way. Currently, our pipeline for the product is quite rich. Early this year, in January, we launched two flagship products. One, it's a mortgage product in partnership with KMRC, and it's quite competitive with interest rates starting as low as 8%. We've seen how we've turned members' dreams into reality when it comes to home ownership. The second product that we launched this year is a product that is ideal for members who want to acquire earning assets, people who are going for, or members who are going for commercial properties or a property that is interest generating or income generating. Our members should be able to expect seamless service as a result of the technology that we are rolling out. They should be able to transact virtually everything via mobile phone at the comfort of their desk, from member onboarding all the way to borrowing loans, all the way to being able to transact over their phone. People assume Nation Sacco is for Nation Media Group employees only. Nation Sacco, the membership is open for whether you're in this country or working abroad. Nation Sacco is for you.
We have traveled 273.3 kilometers from the capital of Nairobi all the way to Isiolo. We are at Kisimani Resort and Spa, a family business, husband and wife, Rosemary and Miruri. Now, these are two human beings who have been members of the Nation Sacco for years. Their success story is one you have to listen to. So let's do that.
Well, my name is Morori Kionga. I'm a publisher. On that side, I own this place. This is Kisimani Resort and Spa that we started some few years ago. By default, we started this place in 2022, shortly after COVID, or during the COVID time. That's when we discovered this place. We saw it was nice, and we started making arrangements to purchase it. And after we purchased it, we started construction right away. Well, when we started, we are not actually starting, we are not thinking of starting immediately because, as I told you, we started shortly after COVID, or than during the COVID era, so it was not easy to get money. So we got money from Nation Sacco. Our first goal was to purchase the land. So we approached Nation Sacco, and they agreed to give us a loan to buy the entire parcel. And then other things happened. We got some money, we started building pole pole, and from there the Sacco now encouraged us to continue building because we saw there's potential in this area, and they continued financing us since that time up to the time we are now. We have been in the nation for the longest I can remember, because even the publishing business I've mentioned, we have been financed by the Nation Sacco. So they are trusting us, and we trusted Nation Sacco as a trustworthy financier. So since they have been financing us, when we got this opportunity, they continued to finance us. So it was not a big deal to convince them. They had only faith in us. It's basically I and my wife, Rosemary, our children. Well, although they are very young, they support us in our business, and of course our staff and our stakeholders, Sacco members, our staff, everything. We cannot do anything. I can't do anything on my own. I see all of them as part of our success journey.
My name is Rosemary Murori, one of the directors of Kisimani Eco Resort and Spa Limited, which is a family-owned business. As you come through, Kisimani is less than 1 kilometer. In fact, it's 900 meters from the main highway, Nanyuki-Isiolo highway, to the main gate. As you come through, you are seeing some really dry place, and maybe in your mind you're like thinking like, where am I going? The acacia plants, there's no water, and many people know Isiolo or Kisimani, or many people know Isiolo for being dry. But when you come here, when you arrive in Kisimani, you meet your different environment. You can see the vast number of trees. Some very old, like this one you can see it's more than 800 years old. And the most important thing is that these trees form the treasures of Kisimani. Most of them, especially the sycamore tree, they are the source of the springs or the water from where Kisimani Eco Resort and Spa Limited name was derived. In front here you can see the biogas, because here we use a lot of green energy, like I mentioned, in addition to the solar. And you can see the fish pond, like I mentioned, we use all organic food to feed the fish. You can see some of the springs that I mentioned about, from where the name Kisimani come from. The visima, you can see them. These visima supply water to Isiolo and to the people in Isiolo and its environment. You can see some of the pipes here that are supplying water to a number of families in Isiolo. And also after that, the extra water that you can see here drains in River Kisima and goes all the way to Ewasonyilo.
At Kisimani, sustainability is a lifestyle. Restaurant waste feeds black soldier flies, whose larvae nourish the farm animals. A full farm-to-table loop.
This farm is very critical to us because it helps support 80% of the food that we use in Kisimani Eco Resort. And here you find different value chains. You find the livestock, the cattle, and our cattle are grass-fed. We also have the dopper sheep on the other arm. We also have the pig farming here. We also have the ducks, the turkeys. You find them in this farm. And most important here, we have the cyclic farming, where you find that the waste from the resort or the hotel, Kisimani Eco Resort, we use it to produce the black soldier fly. And the black soldier fly larva is fed to the chicken, is also fed to the fish, is also fed, milled and fed to our piglets when they are young. And also we use those black soldier fly to make sure that at least we can be able to recycle our waste, and making sure that all our animals are organically fed.
Nation DT Sacco is celebrating 50 years, and members had something to say. Here are the messages.
We are proud to be associated with Nation Sacco as Oxygen Marketing Communications Limited, and we believe this will be the start of a beautiful venture going ahead into the next 50 as we hit 100 together.
We are proud to be part of this journey, and I wish them well as they continue creating more job opportunities, financing businesses, helping homes to improve, and even developing this nation.
We are very excited and grateful to you, Nation DT Sacco, because you have helped transform Kisimani Eco Resort and Spa Limited and also Kisimani Organic Farm, in that we can be able to create employment for more than 60 people, and especially the youth, even here in the farm.
Our next growth frontier, we are looking at technology. That means digitizing members' experience. Members should expect continued empowerment of their dreams by the Sacco.
From resorts to schools to marketing and PR companies, I think it's safe to say that a Nation DT Sacco is that one financial institution that will walk with you all through. And from the members, we wish the Nation Circle a happy 50th birthday and we wish you all the best. That's it from me, Nina Shaban, the host of the Sacco Way. I'll see you next time.